Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sorting out my girl group photo cards. I want to start off by saying sorry for the lighting. My ring light actually broke like last week or 2 weeks ago, and I have just been putting off buying a new one. So I'm currently working with my desk lamp. Also, if I'm not talking really loud like I usually do in my videos, it is currently 12 a.m. that I am filming this. This is literally the only time that I had to film at a quiet place without any background noise. So I am going to start off with my Tice pobs because that is what I have a lot of. Also, we're gonna go through the A5 binder for Ivan Chungha, and then I have some stayc photo cards to add in as well. And then lastly, next after the pobs, we're gonna jump into the Twice and Sauna binder. So for now, let's get started with the pobs. So as you guys know, I did say that I was going to break up my Twice and my pobs into two separate binders, and that actually really helped because look how much space I have for pobs, and my sauna binder has actually a bit of space as well. So it was a good thing that I decided to split up the binders. Another thing is, this is probably not going to make that much sense at all, but I have double sleeved my photo cards, including the pobs, which meant every photo card, you know how I do the front and back, was double sleeved. So in total, I was adding 4 sleeves, 4 into each pocket, and that created like this bubble. Because I kid you not, before I filmed this, I went through and took out all that extra dragon shield sleeve, and my binder was up to here with those sleeves. As soon as I took them down, this is how much my binder is right now. Like, it makes a huge difference. So now I only have 3 sleeves. Each photo card is sleeved in a sleeve king and then 1 dragon shield sleeve instead of 4. So that really decreased the size. Anyway, we're gonna jump all the way to the back and this page. So these two concepts are the same. The little plush concept, this is the cream border, and then we have the white border. I prefer this version because it's more close-up of the members rather than, you know, from a distance. So this is the one that I'm going to be putting at the front side. So I'm going to add these in the binder real quick. And that is how the page looks. And honestly, if you guys want to go into collecting the plush photo cards, but you don't want to spend, you know, the amount of time and effort, especially for certain members, such as Nyan, Che, their photo cards are going for, you know, quite a bit, and like everyone is going for those photo cards. They're really high sought out set. So if you guys do not want to struggle with all that, you can simply get this pop set because it still is the plush all over them, except Dahyun isn't holding her chocolate, but it's still, you know, is a plush set. So this is how the front looks, and then this is how the back looks, which is clocks on some of the members, and then, you know, it's why I wanted this one in the back. And then for this one, my second favorite set aside from the plush is the outside. I really love this set, so I wanted to display this on the front. And then for the back, we just have the other concept, which is the black and white concept. Not technically black and white, but you guys get what I mean. So this is what I'm going to put at the front over here. And there we go. This is how the set looks, and then we have this one on the back. And now I'm left over with my group photo cards, and as you guys know, I like to put my group photo cards on another page because obviously Twice has 9 members. This is a 9-pocket page, so I don't like putting the groups in the back, especially when I do front and back for my cards. So I'm just gonna put this one all the way at the end, and we have 3 empty spaces right here, so both plush PCs following the order that I put my photo cards in. And then we have this one all on its own up until Twice has their next comeback. upcoming, obviously, next year. So we are done with the pobs. So now I'm going to move on to my twice and sauna, mainly sauna binder. I guess I should start calling it sauna binder now. And here we go. So we're actually going to jump all the way up until fancy. Actually, I think I could be wrong. I don't remember if I put the photo card. Okay, so I did sort that photo card. So then yes, we are jumping up until fancy. And we're over here, in which I got this trade in. I can't remember what I traded. I think it was another fancy photo card, but I'm getting one step closer to finishing my sauna collection. So I'm just gonna add this one over here and remove this filler. I'm doing really slow trades for this because it is a priority of mine to finish, but I also do not want to trade certain cards that I want to keep for myself, such as these. I might end up trading Tui's ring pop because it's really hard to find saunas and everyone's mainly just trying to trade ring pop for ring pop, so I may have to say goodbye. I'm not leaving Momo. Momo's my bias wrecker, so I just cannot leave her, but I will probably have to part with Tui. And then we're gonna jump into all the way to the back again for between 1 and 2, in which I have Sauna's complete set and the message cards as well for this page. So there was a total of 6 photo cards, 5 photo cards, I stand corrected. So these are the 5 photo cards that come for Sauna's sets, and then this is the Target exclusive. Okay, so as I mentioned in my previous sorting, I think it was my girl group sorting videos, but I think I mentioned, no, I know I mentioned, not I think. I went to Target, and I went to 2 different Targets. Both are near me, and they usually always carry albums. Like, I've literally gone day of releases or the following day or literally weeks later, and the albums are still there. But for Twice, I couldn't find it. My close Target was sold out, and they were like, oh, we don't have any more. And then I went to the other one, and they were like, they're probably hiding somewhere. So honestly, I could not find an album of Twice. So I have lots of onces near me that I didn't know. So I just ended up buying her Target exclusive on Instagram for like $4. And here she is, and she's gonna complete the top part of Sauna's set. And then the message cards are gonna go here. It should be an age order, in which is Momo. It is an age order. What am I thinking? I'm thinking about the wrong set. And so I ended up pulling Momo, Jungyeon, Jihyo, and I traded my extra Jungyeon for Sauna, but I'm going to follow up in the next page as to why I'm not going to add Jungyeon's message card, because I failed to organize my collection properly. So these are the message card. That is Sauna's set. And I decided to collect my first OT9 set. I'm not really gonna go into collecting OT9 sets. There are lots of sets that I really love, but the only reason why I decided to collect the plush set was because I pulled, I wanna say 5 out of 9 members from my albums. I pulled Nayeon's, I pulled Jihyo's, I pulled, let me go through them. I know I pulled Nayeon's, I pulled Momo, I pulled Jihyo, I pulled Dahyun, I pulled Che, and I traded for that one. So I pulled all those members, and then I just traded for the missing cards that I needed. Thankfully, I found people who were trading, you know, regular album for the plushie and not just plushie for plushie. So I did manage to complete, except for this one, I ended up trading for 2 saunas because I wanted to have one with my sauna set, then I wanted to have one on the OT9 set. And like I mentioned, my initial trade for this sauna did not go through. So for my plush photo card, my second one, I actually ended up trading an extra TXT card that I had. So thankfully, I am finally done with my between 1 and 2, and I don't have to worry about, you know, this comeback anymore. I can just go back into worrying for the older albums, PCs for Sauna that I need. And there we go. This set is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so happy that I decided to collect it. Like I said, I'm not really going into collecting any other OT9 sets. I'm just really happy with this one. And then of course, because there are many album photo cards, there are photo cards that I like to keep just so I can keep the equivalent number of album photo cards in my albums that I pull, same to the ones that I collect or have in my binders. Don't know if that made any sense, but it does to me. So these are the cards that I kept. This is the Jihyo that I was supposed to trade, but obviously it didn't happen, so I kept it. And because I kept it, it unevened the amount of photo cards for page. So instead of having 9 photo cards, which is what I was supposed to have, I ended up having 10, which is why I decided that I'm not gonna add Jungyeon message card individually, but I think I'm actually gonna go back in here. I just forgot where I put her. I was thinking of going and putting her behind one of these message cards or behind the Target exclusive because it has a simple, you know, between 1 and 2 logo. I don't even know if you can see it on camera. This one. So this is just the basic. It just says between. There's not a sign and there's obviously not a message, but also I'm not going to be able to see Jungyeon's message. So I'm like debating what do I want to do, but the possibility of putting her behind here is very likely. Okay, so I'm gonna add these because I feel like I've been talking, just rambling around this. So because I kept Jihyo, I can put her right here. This is, I try to keep it in age order, but it didn't happen because you'll see as I start placing more cards. So here is Jihyo's phone. I kept Nayeon's phone for myself. I think I actually traded for her card, and then I pulled Momo and I kept her photo card because, like I said, I have this thing where I cannot, and I literally mean I cannot trade away my Momos and my Jihyos. Jihyo's like my second bias. Her and Sana were like, at the time when I got into Twice, I was really like competing who was like my bias because both of them were like really stood out to me. But at the end I decided to go with Sana, and so Jihyo's like my second, Momo's my wrecker, and which is why whenever I pull their cards, it takes a lot of me within me to try and trade them away for Sana's. And then obviously this theme matches with this, so here's her flower card, which once again I did pull, and I think I pulled this one, and then I traded for this one, which is why, like I said, the age order doesn't work with this because I like having the cards and the same members the same, as well as concepts the same. And then at the bottom we just have these. So I pulled 2 Momos of these and I traded one for Nayeon or Dahyun, and then I pulled 2 Tuis as well, and once again I traded them for, you know, a member I don't collect but a photo card I wanted. And then I kept this Mina, which is the phone Mina. And this is the end of Twice finally. So this is the layout that I went with, and the backs have their signatures, which is another reason why I'm like, I don't really want to put Jungyeon behind a regular album because they all have their signatures. And yeah, and I don't think I ever mentioned it, but I did buy my albums from the Twice shop, which meant I got my signed bookmark. And I was very fortunate enough to see someone's TikTok on my For You page because I pulled 2 Sanas, but I'm not going to trade away my dupes, so no one asked for it. I pulled Jungyeon and Tui, and then I saw someone's TikTok came up on my For You page, and they pulled 2 Momos and Jungyeon, so I messaged them asking if it was alright to trade Tui for Momo, and they agreed since they were actually selling the extra albums anyway, so they didn't really care which member they were trading for. So I do have Momos. I am possibly trying to trade Jungyeon's for Jihyo's just so I can have bias line and bias wrecker, but I might just end up keeping Jungyeon's because I think people have already traded, and I really don't want to go through the hassle of trading signed items. It's like something that I really don't like doing because I live in a really hot state, and although technically it's supposed to be winter right now, it's not cold yet. It's not. So I really don't want those signatures to get damaged, and it's also holiday season, and mail is horrible right now and slow. Okay. So we are going to move on to my stayc binder, and we're going to leave the A5 binder for last. Okay, here we go. And I actually meant stayc and Kep1er. I just have my stack right here, and I just saw Shein's face, but I forgot that I actually do have a couple of Kep1er photo cards to add in for my OT9 sets. So starting off with Shein, we are going to jump into We Need Love, which is all the way over here. Actually, we're starting on this page anyway. So I have her Everline 1 lucky draw. And then, like I said, I've seen her yellow dress. I recently found it on Mercari Japan for like $27, which is $3 cheaper than what I found it for last time. So I am really tempted to buy it, but then I also have figured out how to buy on Bungjung now, so I might try to see how much prices are there. But like I mentioned in previous video, I am on a buying hiatus right now, so I want to get my buying hiatus over before I start buying more photo cards. And then on the next page, so this was my first Bungyun purchase, and it is her broadcast. This is actually the first one, and I was very lucky enough to find it on Bungjun for, I want to say it was around $30 to $35, because the listing said one thing, but then the seller was like, oh, it's a little bit higher than that. So it was, but it was like what was it, like $2 to $3 difference. So I was like, it's not bad, I'm still gonna buy it. So yes, I did not find it for over the hundreds like it's selling. I was very fortunate to find it for under $35, which I am very happy with. So this is the front, and then this is the back. It does have specs. The corners are also semi-rounded but not really rounded, and I did zoom in and I did compare before buying, so this is an official. I will also link an Instagram post that talks about the broadcast and how to tell the difference and like see if a broadcast photo card is real or not, because the poster has 1 and 2. I am still looking for 3. 2 is on the way. It's just on the way from Belgium, so it's coming with some other group orders, but I have it. It's on the way. I think I paid in the 50s for 2. I can't remember because I guess it's in a different currency, but I did pay around there, and I'm trying to find this one, but this one's going for the hundreds. The signed ones are going for 200s, and honestly, I don't even know if I want to get the signed one because I'm really tempted. But then if I do get it signed, I don't want to have it in my binder. I want to have it displayed on my shelf with all my other signed Polaroids of hers. So I'm debating which one I really want. This one is just a struggle. I also haven't started looking because, like I said, I'm gonna buy in hiatus, so I'm trying to avoid looking as many things as possible. And then I did decide to collect OT6 for the circle cards, and then I bought a signed album, so I got Yoon in my album. Honestly, the signed album was an impulse buy because they signed inside the album, not on the actual outside, and so I can't really see the signatures unless I have the album opened, but I still wanted to have it signed. And then I have my membership photo cards right here, which I actually had these a while ago, but I forgot to add them because I was thinking of doing an unboxing on YouTube of the membership, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep everything inside and then I'm gonna film it, and then I never filmed it. And so the photo cards were literally just sitting inside the little briefcase. So I finally was rearranging my shelf when I moved the briefcase and I heard the photo cards moving around there. I was like, oh my gosh, there's photo cards in here. So the way that I decided to do it was by member instead of just OT6 sets like they are. So you'll see the layout and you'll see the reason why I decided to do this. So we're gonna start off with Suman first. And then we're going to jump into Shein, in which I actually have her split because I want to have my membership card in here. I obviously covered my name and my little number, but I still wanted to have this on here. And jump into Isa. And then here's the reason why I decided to do this, because it literally matches. It says Holiday and stayc, which is why I decided to do it by member. At first I was doing OT6 sets, but then when I turned it around and I saw the back, I was like, wait a minute. These make a word if I put them together. And I think I kept these like this. So then this is how the back looks, and I just love it. Okay, moving on to the next page, we have my Stacy in Chicago photo book photo cards. They do have merch, and I did get the merch and the pre-order benefits, but I do not have space in this page, so I might need to do a page behind it for like photo book stuff. But these photo cards are absolutely stunning. The photo book was so beautiful. I honestly am glad that I decided to purchase it and not pass up on it, because I really was going to pass up and just like skip it, but I decided not to, because just look at them. Just look at them. So here we have them. I absolutely love this hairstyle on Yoon and her bow. I think this is one of my favorite photo cards of her. Moving on to the next page, and the backs are so pretty. We have my collaboration page, and remember how I said Everline did a perfume page, but it isn't really a pob like they did for ASAP era. Let me see if I can find it again. Where ASAP actually had merch for that specific era, and this is the fragrance, the perfume card for that era. They supposedly did one during We Need Love era, but it isn't really within the merch that was coming out with We Need Love. It was just Everline just putting another perfume and saying, here we have another set of photo card. So since I don't really think I'm gonna get this one, I'm gonna take this out finally, and I'm going to shift this over, and I'm actually going to put it in here in the collaboration page. There is rumors that there's another one of this, and that there's another one of this, and that there's another one of this. I've never seen the other one of that one. I haven't seen the other one of this one, besides, you know, the one that I was missing, which is the necklace. I've already seen the other one of this one, and it is absolutely gorgeous. But I do not see an official post about it yet, so maybe it's something new, but this is my little collaborations. So instead of like saying that it's an Everline pob, I'm just basically saying it's a fragrance photo card, but this is the only place that I could find that it would make sense. And that is then it for Stacy, and we are jumping into kep1er, in which I have made the decision to collect OT9 baby photos. I'm already collecting the transparent frames and photo cards for the blast. I might as well collect these for First Impact, and I'm still waiting for my troubleshooter albums to arrive. I don't even want to think about OT9 with that, because honestly I'm still missing quite a bit of photo cards for the blast era. Not really necessarily a lot. I'm missing 3 from this, which I could possibly buy, you know, once I'm off my buying hiatus. And then this set is actually complete. I have the cards right here. So that one is complete. So I'm just missing 3 for Blue Blast. And then I am missing a lot of frames. I only have these 2 to trade if anyone's interested, but it would really help if anyone's interested in trading. I'm only missing 3 from here. I'm missing 2 here, and I'm missing 2 here, so I'm not really missing that much album-wise. But where I am missing the most is the jewel cases, and I really don't want to go back into buying jewel cases because I'm not a fan of jewel cases, so I think I'm just going to go into buying the photo cards on their own, and I think that will probably help me. And then I have this one. So we have some progress, a bit of progress. So for album wise, I'm not missing a lot. It's just the jewel cases. This is the least one that I have, and then that's it. These are the M-Wave Pobs. I did pre-order the signed M-Wave albums. I'm so fortunate that as an OT9 collector, they decided to give us an OT9 set. So I do have the M-Wave Pobs secured for OT9. I do have the full signatures secured for OT9. Moving into the Star magazine, I did decide to collect the Star, and I already have Xiaoting, Hikaru, Yeso. I can't remember if it's Youngun or Bai that I have, but I'm still missing either 4 or 5 members. But I know I have these 3 secured already. I'm actually on the way from Mercari, Japan. So that is it for my Stacy and my Kep1er binder. So now we finally get to move into the A5 binders. Okay, so I moved my camera a little bit closer to the light and I zoomed in a little bit. So we are going to start off with Ive, in which this layout worked out perfectly fine because I bought an extra album. So I got to keep my biases together and, you know, I got to make the hearts. But for this one, I didn't buy any extra albums, and I don't think I will actually be buying an extra album, so that is going to have to wait. But I was lucky enough to pull my biases photo cards, at least one from each concept, and I'm actually super happy. So I decided to put my biases obviously next to each other because yes. Oh, this page, why did I take this one out? This is a blank page that should not be going there. Okay, so we have One Young. Then we have Ga. And then I did pull Liz for my other photo card, so I'm gonna have her there. And then this is where I don't know if I want to buy another album or not, because there's an empty space and I don't really like that. And I also want to keep these together, or I may just buy a pop. I don't know. I don't really want to go into collecting pops, but same as the jewel cases, I will still keep my biases together. I think that's the layout that I'm going to be going with for Ive. Obviously there's 6 jewel cases per member, so just like I did for Love Dive, I am going to be collecting OT6 for Afterlike. So I am just missing Liso's photo card, which I actually do have a trade for, which the person's apparently sent out, but I didn't get a video and they said there is no video, so I'm just waiting for that to arrive so I can send out my part. If it doesn't arrive, then I need to contact them about it, because why am I missing a page? I am missing a page. I think I accidentally got the wrong page. That's why I'm missing. But yeah, I will contact them about it. So I'm going to put this one here since I'm missing a page and I really don't feel like getting the other binder. So Liz will go there. But obviously when I get the other page, it's going to be Liz and then it's going to be Lisa. So yeah. Like I said, I will be contacting them if it doesn't arrive. And then my lesser film albums are coming from kep1er, so those are on the way. They just haven't shipped out yet. And then we're moving on to chungha, and which I have an empty space here, but that's for something else that I am hoping isn't sold out, because I'm just waiting for the person to reply. And then we're gonna jump into here. So I did decide to change the layout of this because I obviously got new cards. So this is the M-Wave pre-order benefit. This is actually one of them. I thought that everyone was getting this, but then I saw someone on Instagram, one of her photo cards with blue hair. So I'm like, is there like another pob, or is it just like a different photo card and I'm just looking at the wrong thing? But this is the one that I pulled with her purple hair, so I decided to put the M-Wave pob right here. I kept one transparent because these always come in the album, so I just put one here. And then I pulled this one in black and white, and I had this one from last album, so because they're the same concept, I am putting it right there. And then these two concepts of like her being like sleepy is what I like to call it, but I don't know what the actual concept is. I put those, and then I actually pulled this one again, the exact same photo card. There's 3 photo cards per version, so I'm trying to trade this photo card for another photo card, but I just haven't listed it and I'm too lazy to list it. But that is actually it. That is it for my binder go through. So yep, I really don't have anything else to say, so I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I do read your comments, but that is all from me. So thank you so much for watching. So I'ma let the sun